Hey guys, good morning. This is Rusty 78609. It's December the 3rd, Sunday morning at 9:06 a.m. 65 top down degrees. Nice, a little overcast, but probably going to burn off and be sunny. And quick reminder for those of you that choose to use the Amazon link in the description and go to Amazon and buy stuff, and I get a small commission, and that's all I'll say about that. Now, what am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about patios and decks. I have a home base where I have my RV parked under a cover, an aluminum cover. I got it from Eagle Carports. It's an 18 by 26 footer. And I also have a 15 by 18 wooden deck. And the wooden deck, the part that is out exposed to the elements, is in pretty bad shape, and I'm thinking about either replacing it or getting a concrete / cement patio to replace the wooden one. So let's talk about the costs involved. I can have the wooden one, you know, the section that's bad. There's about a 10 by 15 foot section that's out in the sunlight and rain all the time that's bad, and to replace that would cost me about $600 labor and materials, maybe, if I can find somebody to do that small a job. Could I do it myself? Yes, but I'm not. Why? Because I'm 72 years old and I know my limits. So the other option is to go with a concrete patio and have them remove entirely the 15 by 18 wooden deck and just have a flat patio that not only for a patio, but goes up under the cover to park the RV on, that's perfectly level and so forth, which would make it easier to, you know, to back the trailer in and out so that it would be level when I got backed in. All I have to do is just crank the hitch down or up or whatever and pull out and be done. But the costs involved for a concrete patio are these. In my case, removing the existing wooden deck, but they get to keep some of the wood. About half the wood is usable, and so that whoever does it will use that wood again for forms for other sites to pour concrete. So, you know, they kind of get that for free. But they'll still charge you about $300 to remove it. I had a gentleman come by and give me an estimate for a 20 by 20 concrete slab with a 10 by 10 patio for a total of 500 square feet. A 500 square feet of concrete poured and broomed, or whatever you want to call it. They broom it because it's not so slippery that way. And to do that, he said he would charge me $2,900, which includes the removal of the old patio and the complete new patio. And the way the deal is done, you give them half that money up front, $1,500. They do the complete pour and finish it, and when it's finished, you pay them the remaining $1,500. And of course, that comes out to $6 a square foot. So for those of you that are looking at concrete patios, now basically concrete is just the rocks and gravel and stuff, and cement is the glue. You might look at it that way. Cement, the more cement you add to the mix, the sturdier the concrete will be, or stronger. In other words, there's like a 3-bag mix, a 5-bag mix. And for a patio, they'll probably just use a 3-bag mix, because a patio, I think, is about a 4-inch approximately slab. But they're using rebar. You know, they're actually going to tie the steel, so that's good. And but will I have it done? I don't know, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that maybe looking for a home base and are thinking about getting a deck, a wooden deck, and having one built. If you have one built, it's going to cost you about oh, $8 a square foot for a wooden deck complete. Now that's complete without railings all the way around and all kind of fancy stuff. And for the concrete, it's going to cost you about, round numbers, $6 a square foot in my area anyway. In your area it may be more or less, I'm not sure. So that's what you need to know. So there's the numbers for you guys that are thinking about acquiring some property and putting your home base on it with a patio or a deck. And also for you homeowners, you sticks and bricks people, if you've been contemplating adding a wooden deck or a patio, those numbers would apply to you also. One of the variables that I didn't mention, I'll mention it now, is how much dirt work do they have to do? In other words, for the concrete slab to get it level, if your land slopes dramatically and they have to haul in a lot of dirt to get it leveled up, then that's going to be an additional expense, okay? And on my site, they don't have to do much dirt work, so to speak. Now for the wooden deck, that doesn't matter. They just make the legs a little longer or shorter, whatever, and that levels up the wooden deck. But anyway, it is nice to have a little patio outside. I enjoy mine immensely. Will I go with the concrete patio? I don't know. I'm just looking at options. I mean, I'm 72 and I'm thinking, hell, why would I do it? You know, I mean, what I've got's working. I could have the part that's bad repaired for $500 or $600 and go the rest of my life probably. So, but anyway, just something to touch on this morning while I'm driving here in Central Texas. This is Park Road 4, and I'm cruising along at the terrible rate of speed of 42 miles an hour. And you can see how bad the traffic is here on this road. It's terrible this time of the day. Here comes a car. Yippee, yippee, yippee. We got to see a car. There's one. This is not a very busy highway. Sometimes in the summer when the parks are busy, there's Inks Lake State Park on this road, and also Longhorn Caverns State Park. They draw some traffic, not a great deal, but some. Comes car number 2. You know, for you people that live in large cities, wouldn't you enjoy driving on a road like this every day? But I got my green tea. I got me some Paul Newman organic green tea decaf from Amazon. It's pretty good stuff. I will probably reorder it. But anyway, that's all I had to say about the patios and stuff, guys. So for those of you that just tuned in for that, which most of you probably already left anyway, that's it. Now I'll just let them enjoy a drive in Central Texas through the Texas Hill Country. It's a pretty area of Texas. It's west of Interstate 35 and west-northwest of Austin, Texas, about 70 miles where I live. And the year-round climate is pretty good. It gets a little hot in July, August, and most of September. June usually is not too bad. May is okay. March is fine. But I full-time RV, and I'll probably be going somewhere the first part of March, assuming I have sold my 2013 Jayco J-Flight 26 bunkhouse model to somebody by then, and I hope I have. I've got a couple of fairly serious lookers, but you know, until the cash is in the bank, nothing has happened. Because everybody is a be back. Everybody, oh yeah, we'll be back. Yeah, we're going to go talk it over and we'll get back with you. Get back with you. I mean, I do it. I'm guilty of it. I mean, if I'm talking to a car salesman or somebody and it's something I really don't want to fool with, I'll say, well, let me think it over and I'll get back with you, with no intention of ever getting back with them, okay? And that's the way it is. That's the way it is with heroes and friends. What is the latest in the world, guys? I think the news media has gone completely nuts. Even though I'm not going to talk about the news, I do check the news periodically, not often, maybe 3 times a week. And so there's a lot of things I don't know that's going on. And you know, the fact that I missed it, does it matter? No, good God, no. I mean, you know, if I was a up in the billions and millions or whatever, and all this stuff really concerned me, I guarantee you I'd be right on top of it. But I'm pretty far down the pecking order, guys. I'm pretty far down. I'm just below the poverty level, okay? So I have about as much input as a gnat in a hurricane, a large hurricane. I think the lighting should be okay on this. I hope so. I'll post this later. But I got me a bill of sale ready. I got me an RV bill of sale all printed out and ready to be signed, so that if somebody really, you know, gets down to that point where they say, yeah, we'll take it, then we'll fill in the bill of sale. I'll give them a copy, keep me a copy, even though, you know, they can still back out. You know, you can't do much. You might be able to take them into court, but I wouldn't. It'd cost me more than it'd be worth, because that's the way our system's set up. Poor folks don't sue people. They get sued. But right now, in addition to doing this wonderful video that will go viral about patios and decks, I am going to check out a hat at the golf course, even though all the golf hats will have, you know, Titleist or some brand name on it. I'm going to check them out there, and then I'm going to go to Amazon and see if I can't beat their price. But we'll see. I mean, if they have a sale on and I find a hat I like, then I might do it. But anyway, I'm going to have to start wearing a hat because I'm getting a little older, and as you get older, your hair gets thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner. And mine is thin, thin, thin right now. But it's not necessarily, well, it's part of it's growing old, and part of it is just the fact that I've had a little psoriasis on my head, and it's moved my hair out. But anyway, that's kind of depressing, isn't it? So now we're going north on 281. I fooled you, didn't I? I didn't go south or south. And anyway, it is a beautiful day. I love days. I don't love days like this, but variety is the spice of life, and I intend to add a little variety. If I sold my RV this next week, which I doubt, but if I did, would I go somewhere in my RV? Man, I'd sure be tempted. I have to tell you that. I have to tell you that. This is a busy section of highway here, 281, for me. I mean, y'all probably don't see much, but it is to me, this is busy, okay? But yeah, I wouldn't mind going somewhere. I got the itch. Got to move over in the left lane because this country club golf course the turn kind of sneaks up on you. And I'm really not formally dressed to go in there, even though you don't have to be too formal at this municipal golf course. I've got on a pair of dirty jogging pants, and they'll think I'm the hired help, so it should work out all right. But on and on it goes, guys. Life is good if you make it that way. You know, one of the things I'll tell you just while I'm talking here is, as you grow older, you know, again, I'm 72, you know, and you can't be a weakling. You got to face those issues as they come, because they surprise you. You know, like I've mentioned before in videos, that, you know, keep your health, keep your health, keep your health. Very important, because health issues are what destroy you. I mean, obviously, but I mean, health issues are what ruin taking a trip or anything, you know. And so you got to kind of work at it. I do. I mean, I say I work at it. I make some effort to eat reasonably well and exercise moderately. I walk. But we're fixing to turn into the golf course here in just a minute. It's called Delaware Springs Golf Course near Burnet, Texas, B-U-R-N-E-T. And they've got, let me tell you, they have a wonderful golf course here. It's 18 holes, and they really keep it looking good. It's one of the most popular golf courses in this area. So if you're a golfer and you're going to be in this area and you're going to want to play golf, well, you get you a tee time at Delaware Springs and go for it, because during the week they're not too busy. The weekends can be pretty busy. No, that's just like any other golf course. It's a municipal golf course, of course. Of course. You like that, huh? And off to my right is the little municipal, the county airport. And two of the families that live here actually have Learjets, believe it or not. Yep. This is the golf course off to the left. I don't know what hole that is. 7 or 8. No, less than that. Probably 6. Yeah, there's one of the Learjet taking off right there. That's one of the family. One of the boys. And now we'll take a little... I worked here, I know I've mentioned this too in videos, but I worked here part-time for, I don't know, a year and a half, I guess. I worked in what was called guest services, but I actually just worked in the pro shop. And I was a marshal. I'd ride around and check, but that was in my golf playing days. I enjoyed golf when I played it. I was okay. I was a bogey golfer. I could break 80 occasionally, not often. Usually I was between 86 to 90. I was a threat. In other words, if I was an 18 handicapper, and if you gave me my handicap and we played for money, I promise you, you were in trouble. Because every time I parred a hole for you to win, you're going to have to birdie. And you're not going to birdie every hole. And I'm going to par a few. Yep. The handicap system in golf, is it legit? You know, I had a guy one time years ago, he thought handicaps were silly. His theory was, if you can't keep up, get out. You know, if you're not as good as the next guy, you get beat. He didn't like handicaps. He didn't like it in bowling or golf. Anyway, this is the neighborhood where all the, you know, this is the town and these are the people. This is the church and this is the steeple. But yeah, this is where they live. This is the people that worked 40 years and retired from large corporations. And their dream was to live on a golf course and play golf 7 days a week. And now they've got here, and most of them have gotten too old. And you get up here in these little tight little neighborhoods like this, and there's so much gossip and crap. I used to listen to them in the pro shop, man. Off to the left is the driving range, where the guys go and drive golf balls. There they'll hit it perfectly, okay? There they will hit the golf ball perfectly. There they are. They got $1,000 worth of golf clubs, and shoes, and golf balls, the best golf balls God ever made, and they can't hit a golf ball 100 yards in a straight line. They're headed to the clubhouse to go in and get a soda and a snack and all that stuff. But yeah, they worked their whole life to get out here and do this, and now they're doing it and they're thinking, my God, this is it? Is this it? I really don't like old Bill. I'm gonna pull around here and see if I can't park so that I can get out. I could have got right there, I guess. I think I will. Anyway, this is Delaware Springs. I'll pull up here and end this video. I really don't like to park right between cars like this, so I don't think I will. Let me go find another spot. The reason I don't like to park right between cars is when they're loading and if they're loading and unloading golf clubs, they have to swing the door all the way wide open. And sometimes they're not too concerned if they take a little of your paint with it. So anyway, I'll back in here, like in this. this here. See how good I am, guys? Just got right in here. Anyway, you guys have a good day now that I've done this viral video about patios and decks. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. Stretch, walk, take deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth several times a day. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure, folks, and lowering your blood pressure is good for you in any country in the world. So having said that, guys, enjoy your Sunday. Bye-bye.